What's going on, guys? Fun with Knives back again. I got a budget Kershaw to show you guys today. This is the Thistle, model number 3812. I got this knife for $16. It was on sale at Blade HQ, and for $16, this is an absolute steal. So I'll give you guys the specs on it. I'll tell you what I think this knife is good at, and yeah, let's get into it. So we have a 3¼ inch blade, a 4.375 inch length closed, and then an overall length of 7.625 inches. Good size range for an EDC. Feels your hand very nice. You got a lot of blade to work with, and a blade thickness of 0.11, so a nice thin blade, and a weight of 4.11 ounces. So maybe a tad bit heavy, nothing to worry about really, but you do have full stainless steel liners in this thing. If we move in towards the blade here, it's just a nice drop point. Features kind of a mid-hollow grind. Cool swedge taken out of the top. HCR 13 MOV blade steel. I mean, what else would it be at this price point from Kershaw? Logo written there. And the backside just got the Kai logo and the model number. So I really do like this blade shape. It tends to be just a great slicer and a good cutter. Piercing power, yeah, pretty minimal. I'd say that just because of the blade shape and the lock on this one. But before we get there, let's go to deployment, which are the ambidextrous thumb studs here. Pretty plain, but very usable. You can flick the knife out. You can just kind of do the slow motion. And maybe you can even flick it from the back. Nope, not quite. But the thumb studs are easy to use. They're not oversized. The lock up here is their button lock. Essentially, it's a piece of the liner, if I can get the light in there, that comes from the middle instead of the front, and if you depress your button here, it moves over part of the other side of the liner, allowing you to close the blade. So basically a liner lock performs the same way, except you don't move it from the front, you move it with the button. Lockup's not bad on this thing. I mean, there's just a tiny bit of blade play, and your lock's hitting a little too early. So I'm sure that'll walk over time. But you do have full stainless steel liners that are also stone washed, just like this blade here. Handle material is glass filled nylon. Nice heavy duty plastic. It's got the K texturing all over in it. Really shows off Kershaw's logo there. And it's fairly grippy for being kind of a smoother material. It's not bad. It's really not. Ergonomics, fairly good. You got some decent jipping here. They made an attempt at it, and it's not bad. I find myself, when I carry this knife, to choke up a little bit more and use it kind of in this Filipino grip. Reverse grip's pretty good. Maybe not the safest knife to use in a reverse grip, since you have just the slightest hint at a finger choil here. But overall, guys, I like the look and functionality of this knife. For $16, just an absolute steal. And you do have one of my favorite pocket clips, the simple loop over design from Kershaw. Nice and straight, almost looks like a pen clip, and that is reversible to either side for tip up only carry. So guys, I think this is an excellent entry level Kershaw. You know, if you want to see what Kershaw is about and you don't want to go spend 50 bucks, you know, spend the 16 or the 20 or whatever this thing is going for now and see if you like it. I mean, this isn't the most quality folder in the world, but for an everyman's kind of EDC knife, I think this will perform just fine. One thing that bothers me a little bit, these stainless steel liners are a little bit thin, so this thing doesn't feel super solid, but it is. The lock's strong enough. The blade steel is just adequate. So, and I think you get a semi-beefy knife with the weight, with a good clip. So overall, guys, I like the Thistle. I don't think I'm going to keep it around. In fact, my next video is probably going to be a huge knife sale that I might record right after this one, and this will be in there. Just because I don't carry it enough, but I do think it's a good knife. If you guys can find it on sale, it's a good beater knife, one that you can just throw in your pocket and not, you know, worry about all day. You can really womp on it and see this thing kind of hold up. So thanks for watching, guys. As always, make sure to like and subscribe, and stay tuned.